Hey guys, how are you? Welcome, Master Life Path number 33. Thank you so much for being here. I am so psyched to see you. I wanted to get you a video today, and although it's late, I said, you know what? I'm going to get this out to these guys because they need it. So, hey, I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I am thrilled to be here with you, and thank you for coming back. If it's your first time, I really appreciate you being here. My name is Julie Saillant. I am a light worker. I'm a healer. I'm a certified life optimization coach. I help people find their gifts, learn to work with their gifts, bring them into alignment with their soul purpose, and help them really flourish and understand how to move forward with their gifts. And I love what I do, and I'm here to help you any way that I can. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because I'm always growing the channel. And I thank you for being here. I thank you for watching. And I also would love it if you leave comments because I read each one and I respond to each one as well. So thank you for being here. Let's move forward. What I do is I help you flourish. And if you would like to work with me, I'm also an animal communicator, by the way. And if you would like to work with me, everything's down in the description box below. And I am going to be moving to retreats. We're moving into, I've been wanting to do this for a while, and it's already going to be happening soon. So I'm excited about that. And yeah, there's going to be a lot of cool things happening in the coming days. So just wanted to get you all prepared. So we're going to be growing the channel. I'm going to be offering challenges. I'm going to be offering readings. I really want to do some cool stuff to really serve you and help you. And yeah, it's going to be super fun. So let's get to it before I don't like to waste too much time, as you know. Here at this channel, we don't go by astrology, we go by numerology. This is all about you as a master life path number 33. And being a master life path number, that means you've been reincarnated quite a few times. You've been doing this for a while. You are an amazing human. You probably have a very big goal. You've got global domination probably on your mind, and if not now, in the future, something that you think about, because as master life path numbers, I'm an 11, we think big. We are the ones that lead the leaders and teach the teachers. That's what we do. And to get your life path number, you can look at some of the other videos, but it's just basically your birthday, your month, your day, and the year. You add up those three numbers, and then you bring that down to the lowest number possible. As a 33, to give you a little bit of background, if it's your first time, you are the illuminated nurturers, right? So you're the master teachers. You guys are the ones that love to nurture. You love to heal. You love to help. You're empathic. You strongly represent love. You're very focused on the causes of humanity. You know, you're born to have a spiritual path, which is why you constantly push yourselves to be better. You're very high expectations on yourself. You're very creative. You guys are artists. You're very loving, joyful, energetic beings, you know, and you really are in alignment with your higher self. You are here to show us how to move forward. And you are doctors, teachers, marriage counselors, social workers, singers, artists. You guys are amazing. And, you know, some of your challenges are what a lot of the master life path numbers have, which is we are very hard on ourselves, right? We have very, very high expectations of ourselves and of those around us, which can be difficult sometimes because we say things to ourselves that we don't really even want to say to anybody else. We would never even utter, right? And we hold ourselves accountable, and we always are trying to be better and do better. But sometimes we're human beings, and sometimes we get tired. And a lot of us in the 33 realm, right, as a master number, we just keep going and going and going. And that doesn't serve us. And then that can lead to us falling into negative thinking, addictions, things that don't help us move forward, right? So it's all about you remembering that you are a master life path number. You've been doing this for many, many years, many lifetimes, right? You were built to do this. And I always like to remind you of that because a lot of us forget that. I forget that, right? You were built to do great things, not just good things, not just wonderful things, but great things. Master life path numbers have a different calling than the other numbers. And it's not because we're better. It's just because we've reincarnated so much, right? And we're all in this together. And by the way, somebody left a comment on the 11s the other day, and you might not have seen it, but she was talking about how I say me a lot, like like me. Like I single myself out, not because I'm better than you, but because I've struggled. And my whole goal in helping people is so that they don't struggle like I struggled. So I'm not singling myself out like I'm so awesome. I'm singling myself out actually as the opposite. Like, guys, I failed on so many levels doing what I do, walking my walk. The only reason that I don't say like we is because I failed a lot. And what my whole goal in doing singling myself out is to say, you're better, you're probably doing, maybe better than I was, right? At that time. Nobody's better than anybody else. We're all in this together and we're all at different places. And there's no ego in this. And if I say me, it's only to illustrate that I fell here and I don't want you to fall in the same place. And that's the whole reason why I do what I do. So I just want to put that out there because it's not about I'm better than you guys and the 11s are better than 33s or the 33s are better than 22s. It's not like that, right? We are all here together. Every single one of you is a light worker, right? All master life path numbers, I believe pretty much most of them are light workers, starseeds, Palladians, Arcturians. And I've had this vision, which I think I've shared with you, that, the earth is in peril. There's going to be some stuff happening that's not going to be good. There's going to be death. There's going to be wars. There's going to be a lot of stuff happening. And they have shown me that we will all be standing side by side. Those of us that are gifted, those of us that are ascended enough that we can help the others who are behind us, and the ones that are in front of us will come with us, and we'll all stand together to help those of us that are behind us. That means they're not as gifted. They don't have as much information as you have. They haven't had as many lifetimes as you've had. I've seen this. I know other people have seen this. And so the whole reason that I do what I do is to ramp you guys up as fast as possible, to help you as you ascend, because ascending is not easy. It's not easy. Everyone's like, oh, love and light, I'm ascending. So it's not like that. At least not for me, it's not. And maybe for you, it's not. It's freaking hard. It's not fun because you're breaking patterns that don't serve you and adopting other patterns. And that means that you have to be seriously adaptable, malleable. You have to be flexible. You have to be nimble. You have to change the way that you see things, maybe take a different perspective and even go farther than that and really change the way that you think to move forward and to do something completely different that's going to help yourself and humanity move forward. That's not easy. That takes time. That takes dedication. That takes you really going out on a limb and saying, you know what? I've been doing something a certain way for a while. I recognize that it's not serving me. I recognize that this is not working for me or those around me, and I need to change. And that's not easy, right? Because it's you. It's the way you think, and it's things that you've had in your mind or patterns that you've had that society has put on you, parents put on you. It's not all just you. We've all grown up, with expectations, not just from our parents, but from society on how women and men and how we all work, how we all function, our roles, the whole thing, right? I don't want to get too deep, but we all have things, thoughts, patterns that don't serve us. And for you to change and be flexible and really identify, a lot of it's subconscious, not conscious, and be really willing to say, you know what, this isn't working. And I know that, and I have to change this about myself. That's not easy because you have to be honest and you have to be willing to change. And that takes time. Now, yeah, you can do it and you can do it quickly and you can have people show you. And a lot of that's what I do with clients. I help them with that mindset work. It's not just about healing, but when you combine the healing and the mindset work, that's when it all comes together. That's when things change. That's when you change. That's when you level up, right? But you have to be willing to put yourself out there and say, yeah, this isn't working for me. How do I change? How do I fix this? And sometimes that's hard because we do things for a long time and then we're like, oh crap, this isn't working. But it was for a while, now not so much anymore, right? All right, so let's get into this. I do have cards. I read oracle cards only because it keeps us both on track, but I'm gifted and I don't need them. But I pull them because what I'm doing is I'm going to call in your ancestors. This is a collective reading, and they will give me some information. Hopefully this will resonate with you. And if it doesn't, hopefully the next one will. And then the cards will usually support that. Okay. Because I don't look at what the cards are until afterwards. So what I'd like to do is, just so we get on the same pages, let's just both take a deep breath in. And as you do, I just really want you to think about expanding your heart as big as you possibly can. Okay. So take a deep breath in. Expand your heart. Let it out. Take another deep breath in, expand your heart. And let it out. And I have already called in spirit. I've already called in all of my archangels. And I would like to ask Archangel Michael to remove and cut any energetic cords to my 33s, from them to other people, or from other people to them that they may not know about, that does not serve their highest good. All of those need to be removed. Thank you so much, Archangel Michael. And I also ask that their individual ancestors come forward so that they can help me with any messages that they have. Thank you so much. And I'd also like to call in my totem animals, and you may call in yours as well. Call in your ancestors as well. So let me just do that really quickly. Thank you so much. Okay, so thank you, everyone. So I'm just thinking about your ancestors and any messages that they would like to give anyone that's watching right now. And this is a timeless reading. Okay, so right now they're telling me that there are some of you out there that are inflexible. Welcome to my world, right? For me, I still walk this battle, right? We probably walk this battle together. You may be inflexible in your thinking, in your actions, in your mindset, in what you believe, and what will work for you going forward. But you may realize, your ancestors are saying you may realize, or just start to realize subconsciously, that what has been working is now not working. There may be some thoughts and some actions that you've taken lately that have really raised the question of, this is not working for me. Or I said something and it came out wrong, and it didn't come out the way I thought it would. And usually it's always been pretty well received, but all of a sudden, not so much anymore. Why? What's changed? And it's because they're saying it's because your tone and inflection have changed, because you're sending and you're transforming and you're processing. And so what that means is that the way that you say things is not the same way that you used to say them before, which means it's hitting people differently. And sometimes it's hitting them negatively, not positively like it used to be. So in other words, they're telling me you can use the exact same words you've always used, but all of a sudden it's not working. Or people are like, what? And you're kind of like, what's going on? Why? What's happening? They're asking you to look at how you're saying, how you're offering information. They're also asking for you to look at your actions that follow that information up. So you're having a conversation with someone, you say something, and then you do an action, right? And they're saying that it's coming off as a double negative. And that's why you're getting pushback from people that you're very close to, that never push back. And you're kind of like, whoa, what's happening here? And they're the same way. They're like, what's going on? And you're like, I don't know. I don't know. And you're receiving the information that something's different about you. And you're like, I don't know. I feel different, but I don't know what's happening. Your ancestors are telling me, as well as your archangels are telling me, that you're starting the ascension process, or you're into that process, which means that you are thinking differently. Things that were working for you, you're now subconsciously coming to the conscious surface, and you are saying, this isn't a fit anymore for me. Now they're asking you to ask yourself, where did these thoughts come from? These thoughts could have come from society. These thoughts could have come from your parents. These thoughts could have come from a spouse, or just something that you picked up. It's almost like they're showing me a TV from like say the 1960s, when the TVs first came out, and they're black and white and they're big, they're huge. They were like this, huge things, and they were like this thick, and you had to have the bunny ears, and they had like 3 stations, and you had to change them. You had to get up and change them. Can you imagine that? No remote. Can you imagine that? I remember that. I remember getting up and changing it, and my sister and I'd be like, who's going to get up and change it? And my dad would be like, oh, I'll change it. You'd have to get up. You'd have like 3 stations or 4 stations, like ABC, CBS, NBC. And you'd have to get up and change the station, and the bunny ears, and you flip the bunny ears. And they were very thick, and they were black and white. This was a long time ago. I was young. They're saying that your old thoughts are like that old TV. You had them, they were instilled in you, and they worked for a time. But now, of course, look, I'm on a computer, you're on a laptop, you're on your phone, whatever, right? We're all on our phones, right? It's a completely different world. Technology has completely changed. Back then, now we got all that on our phones and more, right? Completely different. So think about that. If you think of your thought processes and your actions as that old TV, and it worked for a time, but now flip it to 2021 and you're on your phone, that stuff does not fit this phone. This phone has a phone, it has, games, it has, you can control your social media, it has YouTube, it has everything, right? You can course create on it. The new iPhones are almost like professional cameras, right? They have 3 lenses, right? So it's a totally different, we interact with it differently. We do things with it differently. It's totally different. It's the same with your actions. So if you think about your actions from the 1960s in that old TV, it's black and white, it's clunky, it's slow, it has 3 stations or 4 stations, and it just says one thing. And it worked for a while, but now flip to 2021, right? Decades later, we're on our phone, does all these things super duper fast, right? Instantly. If we have to wait for more than 2 seconds for the internet to download on our phone, we're like ticked. We're like, really? 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 So the things that you say and the actions that you took back with that TV, right? Either consciously or subconsciously, they don't match, and they wouldn't fit what you do today in 2021, because you have a different language for this iPhone or Samsung, whatever you've got, right? That's the upgrade that you're going through with your feelings and thoughts and actions. It's that drastic. And that's why they're showing me the two together. It's night and day. And you didn't realize it until recently, because a lot of these were subconscious thoughts. So it could be something that has been working for you, but then all of a sudden, maybe it's keeping yourself small. Maybe it's something like, I can't do that because I'm not smart enough. I can't do that because I don't have the connections. I can't do that because I don't have enough money. I can't do that because whatever. I don't look the right way. I don't sound like everyone else. I don't think like everyone else. And that's not a good thing. That could be your thinking, right? Your ancestors and your guides are saying, flip that. And they're trying to make you see, no, change that, be flexible, go, no, that's a good thing. I'm different. That's a good thing. I don't sound like everyone else. That's why people will listen to me. They'll find me, right? And the people that find me will love me. They'll get me because I'll speak their same language. But you have to be willing to pull it out and look at it and go, I understand this isn't working, and I'm willing to try something different. This is not going to be for everybody. They're saying to me that there's going to be some of you right now that are watching this and are going, listen, I've gone this way for this long and I'm not willing to change. And that's totally cool. You have free will. You can do whatever you want. You can hold your gifts at bay for the rest of your life. I did it for decades. You can say, listen, I'm not moving forward. I'm not changing. I'm good the way I am. I don't care if people don't get me. I'm staying the way I'm staying. Totally cool. No judgment. Do what works for you. That is your right and that is your free will. But your angels and your guides and your ancestors want you to know that you have a bigger role to play here on planet Earth. You can move forward faster if you're more nimble. And all that is just letting stuff go. Like, it's literally just dropping what doesn't serve you. And I used to think this was super hard. Maybe you did too. And I said things like, this is going to be hard. Change is hard. How often have you heard that? Change is hard. This is going to be hard. I don't know if I can do this, right? You're already setting yourself up for failure. I did the same thing. We did this together. Let's try something different. How about this is going to be easy? It's a ball and chain anyway. I'm just going to drop it like this. Just drop it. Gone. Bing. Done. What about that? Hold on a second. Let me go do something. Hold on. All right, my friends, I just had to stop because my cat was crying and I have to check on him. Anyway, okay, so I hope this helped you. This can be a process. So I would just say, be gentle with yourself. And you know what, you guys? We are all in this race together. We are all at different places. There are people that are way farther ahead of me. And there are people that are where I am. And there are people that are behind me. And the same goes with you. It does not matter. This is not a competition. We are all at different places. We are all in this together. And I like to think that we all help each other, right? And if I can help you understand that you can change just this one thing, if you get one thing out of this video, it's this. You can change easily. It's not hard. It's as hard or as easy as you think it is. Honestly, because I used to think all this stuff was so hard. How am I going to get through it? You know, I've had this thought forever. How am I going to change it? And then I was shown as like just a different perspective, right? Just say this, look, I changed my mind. Done. I changed my mind. like a lot of women do. And even if you're a guy, it's okay. And I'm just going to let this go, just like this. Gone. It doesn't serve me. I don't want to carry this anymore. I'm done with it. I want to adopt something new that does serve me, because that's change that's going to move me forward, because I don't want to have the same karma in my next life. I want to move forward, right? And I want to help as many people and animals as I possibly can. That's for me, right? You do what works for you. I got 7 cards for you guys. The first 3 are your challenges. The first one is message from the universe. You got supernova, okay? This is your challenge. This can be a past challenge or current situation. Releasing of Kundalini energy, spiritual awakening, yin yang balance, supernova. By the way, if you're watching this tonight, today is 8/22. This is the blue moon in Aquarius, full moon. I'm so excited. Cannot wait to get out. You guys know how much I love a full moon. And by the way, I speak to the moon. I speak to the planets. The moon loves to be spoken to because the moon shines for us all. So if you guys are so inclined, please say hi to the moon, because he loves to say hi. Some people think it's a female. I get a male. It's cool, whatever you get. This has been a past challenge for you. If you can't see this and you're listening to my voice, the supernova is absolutely gorgeous. It's showing, obviously, in the realms, right, with the blue background, and then it's just a beautiful, almost like a star that's opening. But the challenge is releasing of Kundalini energy, spiritual awakening, which again, I said is not always easy, right? But again, we should say it's easy. And yin yang balance, because we're always searching for balance and harmony. And of course, when you're going through an awakening or change, balance is thrown off, right? So that's why sometimes harmony is hard to get, because you're kind of off balance. You have to like rebalance yourself. You also got the message from the universe meteorites. Create new ideas or beliefs. Spiritual insights, beauty rising from the ashes. I love this card. If you can't see it, it's kind of like a tower, and then it's got all of these meteorites that just look like flashing stars. And this is always a challenge, right? Creating new ideas or beliefs. This is exactly what I'm talking about. You see what I mean? Like, I can't make this up. This is what your ancestors asked me to say. And this card came out and I didn't look at it. I don't look at these cards ahead of time. And this is exactly what it says: create new ideas or beliefs. But your ancestors and your guides and spirit are saying it's not hard, just change. Spiritual insights, beauty rising from the ashes. The old you dies away and the new you shines through. Beautiful. Beautiful. And you also got moon healing. You got harvest moon. Release old patterns, letting go. Oh, I can't make this up. It's a beautiful, beautiful big moon, like a yellow, orangey moon. Release old patterns and letting go. Let go of what doesn't serve you and allow in the new stuff that does serve you. And then for your 3 cards that are current, you got moon healing, you got frost moon, reflect, revisit, harvest, evaluate, step into your power, people. I'm in alignment. So are you. It's a beautiful frost moon, and it's got the plant, and the plant's kind of, it looks like it's ready to awaken. It's got the frost on it, but you know that the sun's going to come out and it's going to awaken soon. Reflect, revisit, and then harvest. Reflect, revisit, and then change, right? Which is, it leads to a harvest. Evaluate, and then step into your power. This is all about you stepping into who you truly are, the powerful you that makes change. You also got Aquarius. True visionary inspires freedom. I originally used to keep these cards out because we don't talk about astrology here, it's numerology, but I decided to leave them in only because they seem to have really good messages regardless, right? True visionary and inspires freedom, and that's you. That's who you are. You're the illuminated nurturers. You inspire freedom in others, which means be free yourself, free of your mind, free of your actions, free of your will. Be free, be flexible. Also, in your fixed stars, you got Alwade, who is to be destroyed. Bold, cruel, violence, heartless lies, adultery, loss of property, criminal. Why would this be in your current energy? What they're telling me is this is what can happen if you don't change. You're just going to hurt yourself, and then it's not going to be able to help you move forward and help other people to move forward, because it's always about the win-win-win. I shine my light for you, you shine your light for others, right? And then it just goes on and on and on. Alwade is the star, who to be destroyed, right? Bold, cruel, violence, heartless lies, adultery, loss of property, criminal. That's all to be destroyed. That's the old way, the old narrow thinking. That is not unity consciousness. That's about the self. We're all about unity consciousness. We're doing this together, right? Together. And for your bonus card, you got Egyptian astrology Geb, G-E-B, Earth God. Beautiful, beautiful. I've never gotten this card before. It's beautiful. It's almost like the Egyptian Earth God is holding up a light up to Earth. It's underneath Earth and holding up the light to illuminate Earth. And it says, caring, honesty, shy, and faithful. Planet is Earth. The planet is Earth. I can't make this up. Holy cow, the planet's Earth. This is you guys, right? This is the old way, right? That's to be destroyed. Bold, cruel, violence, heartless lies, adultery, loss of property, criminal, all about me, me, me. This is unity consciousness and love and hope. Together, we do this together moving forward. Earth God, it's about planet Earth, caring, honesty, shy, faithful, together. Together we do this. Inspires visionary and freedom. And reflect, revisit, and harvest, evaluate, and step into your power, right? That leads to this, a beautiful earth that's illuminated from the God, right? From God, from spirit. Wow. All right, I hope this helped you guys. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all and I appreciate you. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It helps my channel so much. Tell people about the channel because I really want to grow it. And also leave me comments and hopefully this helped and let me know what your thoughts are. Okay, guys, thanks so much. I'll talk to you soon.